Three, two, one. What's good, YouTube, man? It's the Permanence podcast. And as y'all can see, it's the first vid for the actual podcast channel. You know what I'm saying? So today we in a different setting. You know what I mean? We was downstairs on the couch last time. It was a good vibe. We wanted to switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Sure. We here to just kind of bring y'all good content and just relatable stuff. So enjoy it.
As y'all can see by the last podcast, though, we seen the engagement. Y'all was really messing with it. Like, man, we had 40-year-olds commenting and watching it, you know that. But we did get some feedback. We got some criticism and we got some positive feedback too. So we're gonna take everything, you know what I'm saying, into account. You know what I mean? So today we just gonna really chop it up like we always do. You know what I mean? So how you want to start this off, man?
So I start off with a question. What do you think is the biggest key to your success?
To my success or success in general?
I say kind of both.
All right. So I'm gonna speak for me personally off rip. For me, I feel like I have a lot to do. I have a lot more. So I'm not gonna say I'm successful yet, but like the way I look at success, it's all about your mindset, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So I feel like a mindset is gonna take you a long way. You know what I mean? So say it's just the way you view life and look at things. So if you really, like me personally, like I really want to be successful in life. And that's my biggest fear, not being successful in life or being just hating what I'm doing in life. You know what I mean? Because either or, you gotta live comfortable, whatever you gotta do. And I don't knock people for working a 9 to 5. Like me personally, I have a job now. You know what I mean? But essentially I want to work for myself and have my own. You know what I mean? But
I agree with that.
But success wise, I say definitely mindset. You know what I mean? And if you got that drive, you gotta have a drive and you gotta have a reason why you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just always what my pops told me. He always told me, because when I was younger, back in sports and stuff, he used to always just say, like, if you don't have a drive, like if you don't have a reason why you're doing it, you're not gonna want it bad enough. You're not gonna work as hard. And I would always just brush it off, like, because he would say that when I wouldn't be, like, outside working out. He'd be like, you don't have a drive. And I would always look past it, but now I really understand that. You really need that.
The older you get, though, I feel like, for me, one major tool that I kind of learned, like, I agree with the mindset thing, too, and, like, drive and just persistence, because I feel like without that persistence, then you gonna be the half glass full type of person, or however they say it.
What you mean? I never heard that.
As in, like there's two types of people. You look at the world you look at the glass either half full or half empty.
Ooh.
So therefore, it's kind of like if you don't have that drive, then you're gonna be that glass empty type of person. Cause then you're not gonna fully complete things. You only gonna look at like, oh, I started it though, so therefore, I'm doing something. But the thing is, you never gonna see things through.
Yeah, that's real. I never heard that. I did hear that analogy, but I didn't really get it at first. You know what I mean? But that's real though, because some people view life like that. Some people view life as like the bare minimum. You know what I mean? But me personally, like you said, I see it all the way through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I look for the finish line and everything, but sometimes. This is what I was telling Josh like a couple of days ago. I was telling him that sometimes we get so caught up in trying to be so successful in the path, right? Yeah. That on the way there, all the things that we did accomplish, you might have not accomplished the finished goal, but the things that we did accomplish on the way, we don't really give ourselves that credit. You know what I mean? So sometimes I feel like I'm too hard on myself sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I would say, that was the biggest thing for me. Like, my parents always kind of, so mind you, I had, this was a big example of that. So last year, cause I do track, right? So last year, I had went to states. And after states, I had competed in, I competed in 110 hurdles, 300 hurdles, and then like the 4x4 and stuff like that, right? So I had such high expectations for myself. I expected to win like my first year there, right? Not saying that it wasn't possible, but then when my end result didn't come, then I was so down on myself. I probably didn't want to get out of my bed for like 2 days. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was in such a negative mindset that it was just bad. But then like my parents were trying to tell me, look, you second and third in state, right? So now I'm sitting there, I was like, I don't even care about that. I was like, because my mindset too was like, I worked too hard for this to kind of lose in a sense. But it was, you got to get over that, you know? You got to look at every loss as a lesson. I think that was the biggest thing that I kind of learned now, like trying to take every loss. Yeah, it may hurt, but then look back and say, what did you gain from that? You know, like how did you get better for tomorrow? You know.
Yeah, that's real because, damn, what did you just say? You said,
look at every loss as a learning experience.
Yeah. Okay. Basically. So sometimes people like, if it's not number one, then I don't want it. You know what I mean? But shoot, you made it there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You second and third in state. Look at it.
I got the state.
Look at all the people. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I get it though, but that's a good mindset to have though, because that's gonna keep driving you, you know, forward regardless. Like that's look at that Kobe mindset. You know what I mean? Kobe mindset was crazy. Like I don't know if y'all be watching like like videos on Kobe mindset. It's a whole bunch of them out there. Just type just type in Mamba mentality. You gonna find it and shoot. That's the mindset I kind of try and have. It's about sports, but I transitioned it into life. You know what I mean? So
I feel like that's very important to just kind of transition that into life, because I feel like if you don't have that, then it's like I said, you're not gonna be fully fulfilled. In a sense of you start things but never finish them.
Yeah, and I feel like anybody with that mindset, like I said early in this video, mindset takes you a long way. I feel like all you need is a mindset.
Yeah.
Because a person with a corrupt mindset is a corrupt person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's real.
I mean, they just gonna give in. Yeah. You know what I mean? So say something don't work out. You know what I'm saying? You be like, man, forget this, man. I'm done. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just give up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Giving up is not an option no matter what the situation is. That's just how I was raised, and that's just how I look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the way I was when I was younger, like how you saying now, like I learned to like kind of not get in that give up mindset, because the way I was when I was younger, as I was growing up, I used to always be a person that kind of was like, I can't do this, I can't do that. It was so bad.
I thought I was tripping.
Yeah,
like,
nah.
Shoot, y'all can ask my parents.
You can ask my parents, literally.
I used to have really bad anger issues. I used to have a really bad attitude. You know what I mean? Like, and I would just say forget it when I get mad or something. Anything like just growing up, and I don't get my way. Like, cry.
I would tune out everybody else and just. Yeah, that's exactly how it was. Tune out everybody and just go.
Yeah, but I slowly started to grow out of all that though. I don't know when. I'm trying to think of when the switch was. I don't think it was a switch. Like, it's not a certain moment where I could be like, yeah, that's the day that I just switched my mindset. I think it was just over time and maturing and getting older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I feel like, I agree with the maturing on that. It's like, for me, the biggest thing I think I learned this year too was kind of like, no matter the outcome, like I was saying, like, what did you learn from that? And like truly adopting that, because it was like, for me, along with track again, I started out my season kind of, I didn't necessarily see the progress right away. It took me, I started off the season at a good start, but then I was stuck at that same mark for probably like the next 3-4 meets. So but at the same, I didn't get down on myself like I usually would. I just kind of learned to trust the process, and I think that's very important to kind of just go with it. You can't be mad at everything not being your way, because if you get mad at that, then that's gonna stop you from doing a lot of things.
Right. That's real. But back to like on that sports topic though, man. Like, I think sports is not for everybody. You know what I mean? So me personally, I don't know if y'all know, but I grew up playing basketball. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty good, but at some point in time, like, something took me away from basketball, and I don't really know what it is. It might have been family, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say too invested. Nah, not too invested, because you would want your parents to be invested in, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're trying to do.
But you felt like it was
But
kind of more them caring than you.
yeah, nah, I care too, but I don't even want to talk about pops on this podcast. But I'm not gonna get direct. But I mean, parents do it out of love because they want you to be successful so bad,
definitely.
and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But stuff like that can push you away, like how hard they can be on you, and they don't really understand how hard it is. Sports is hard, man, especially.
I would say, yeah.
Like, I was in my sophomore year, and like, I get it. He wanted me to. I'm on varsity my sophomore year. I'm getting PT. I'm starting. You know what I mean? So of course he expected a lot, and say I just have a bad game. You know what I mean? Like, that don't mean tear him down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like, but I said I can't blame it though, because as a parent, I don't.
They don't know everything, you know?
True.
It's one of those things. I feel like it's like how they say, like, it's nobody truly knows how to parent, in a sense of, like, every child is different. So therefore, like, there's no one specific way to parent. So then when it came to you, like, the way your brother would have took some, like, that kind of criticism, it would have probably motivated him, right? Yeah. But then for you, it was like, okay, dang, let me dial back and actually reconcile on what just happened, and then take the good and then take the bad and then figure out.
Because with me, with that situation, I kind of got to the point where I was like, I was kind of like, forget it. Yeah. Like, I don't even care what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, because I'm not even going to lie, my pops wouldn't even come to my games. He got to that point. Yeah. But, I mean, I understood what he was saying, though, and his reasoning behind it. Yeah. But enough on the sports topic, though. Dang. What was I finna say? Relationships. Yeah. Like, friendships, like
the connections you build.
Yeah,
like that.
Right. So I was thinking about earlier, like, because everybody that I be with, we just be chopping it up, we just be talking, we just having a good time, and I'll just be thinking, like, as we talking about, like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying, this is real. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some people take friendships for granted. You know what I mean? I'm really big on family and friendly, friend oriented, and, you know, I do anything for people I love. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people take that for granted. Like, a lot of people will let situations in friendships over something that can be resolved and talked about, because people want to be immature or whatever.
I feel like,
you know what I mean?
I feel like I'm a heavy kind of try to talk first person before it result to that all them extra emotions kind of being dealt with. Because then when all them extra emotions get involved, then nobody want to hear each other out. Yeah. Especially kind of when one person get angry and they don't want to talk to nobody, then ain't nothing else gonna be resolved from that.
Yeah. One person tune out, it's gonna cause the other to tune out. You know what I'm saying? But about situations when there's some problems go left when people form their own opinions. You can form your own opinion, bro. But, like, keep that between you. Don't let that if it has nothing to do with you, don't let that
don't let that ruin kind of.
I don't know how to say it. It's like, keep it to yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't act on your opinion. Yeah. So say you feel some type of, you like, man,
I don't feel right about what he did.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go act weird towards him.
Yeah. I would say, at least, like, my thing is, if you gonna feel some type of way, keep it a buck with the person. Kind of just listen. And it depends. Like, if that's your bro or something like that.
If that's your bro, you should be able to do that. You should feel comfortable.
You shouldn't be going, like, even if you know, like, he get mad easier, he just feels some type of way. Yeah. Just talk.
Yeah.
Just talk.
Nah, yeah. But some people look at situations different. You know what I mean? Some people don't like that confrontation. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they don't know how it's going to go. They don't know how a person's going to react. And I understand that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying.
But the acting weird is still like, it's off.
Yeah. So that's why I just, sometimes, majority of the time, right, say it's a situation, whatever, I just really mind my business unless I'm brought into it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
But I hate drama, bro. Like,
nah, that's facts.
I've never been the drama type, like in
At
school
all.
fights. I got into one fight, but that was really it. Nobody really has a problem with me. You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm the type of person, like I know what's going on, but at the same time I'm completely out the loop.
Yeah.
Listen,
I might be in the loop,
but I'm
gonna act like I'm out the loop. You feel
completely.
me? You know what I mean? And this is how you avoid drama, right?
Yeah.
Like, say somebody coming to you venting to you about another person, right? Mm-hmm. This is what I do. I'm going to listen. I might comment, but I'm never going to comment on them. On that other person. Because that's how it started. And then that person you was talking to.
Oh, yeah. That's what he said about you.
That mix up everything, and now you into it. So,
nah, that's real.
So when stuff happen like that, I just be like, yeah. I give a general answer. Like, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that one, but shoot.
I would say, I just speak my mind without putting no negative connotation on somebody else.
So, but yeah, I just say, just keep y'all friendships and relationships that's real. You know what I mean?
You know, I love also having those friends that kind of, you have those solid relationships where you don't got to talk every day to know that y'all cool, you know?
Yeah.
Cause it's something beautiful about that too. Cause it's like, dang, bro, if we ain't talked for 2 months, then we still can pick up right where we left off.
Some people feel like if you don't talk to them as much as you used to, you feel like you don't mess with me no more.
And then they look at you bad,
now. And like, man, I ain't gonna lie, like, if it's bad now with me to where I'm so busy, just imagine when I get older.
Yeah.
Like in my 20s and really like on my own, cause shit, I'm still living with my parents. I'm not paying no bills.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Nah, for real.
I'm not worried about no mortgage for no house, no car bill, no car payment, no house payment. You know what I mean? So just imagine when all that come in, but it's never personal. You know what I mean? It's just we growing up.
Plus, when you get caught up in kind of just doing your own thing, like for you especially, like you got your own business now, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's hard because when you on your grind, you on your grind.
Yeah.
And like for me, especially like with sports, like my mindset, like I never really got into a relationship at all because I was so like I always kind of looked at track as my number one. In a sense of like, so therefore it was hard for me to kind of like, don't get me wrong, like I could have somebody else, but it was still like when they got to those serious meets like states or something, I would kind of tone out, and I didn't want to necessarily put somebody on another side of that wall and just create anything bad.
Man, that's just balance though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you so dialed into something and you like, I want to get this my all, then don't have no distractions. You know what I mean? Because like we were saying the other podcast, man, like relationships is like it takes a lot, and it's a lot of responsibility. Like you owe them your time, you owe them just talking to them every day. If you was in a relationship, right, and your girl texted you, and she said, "Hey, good morning. I want to take a break for the day. I don't really want to talk."
Yeah.
Right? That's something I feel like I would say if I knew females would react a certain way. A lot of females overthink. They be like, oh my gosh, he don't mess with me no more.
They start getting to that overthinking mindset.
Sometimes I need to take that day. You know what I'm saying? To be to myself, because I'm one of them people that my family know. I'm always the same, but I might be a little distant on certain days. I just feel like I'm always a be by myself type of dude. Like,
I agree.
I ain't gonna lie, we'll be eating dinner and I go outside and eat dinner. Like, that's just the type of dude I am.
I would say like I'm low key like I'm an extrovert, but I have introverted tendencies in a sense of where like I'm kind of always in my room if I'm not at like practice or kind of like I don't. It's not even nothing against family or nothing. No. I just need that time to kind of regenerate and just spend by myself. Because sometimes I was reading this book. They said there was a part in the book. He said sometimes being in silence is being loud.
Yeah.
In a sense of like.
Dang.
Like hearing all your thoughts and stuff like that is where you can actually hear stuff clearly. Like when you with like say you go to a party, right? There's a lot of music, so you can't even like how you say you can't hear yourself think.
Yeah.
So then when you come back, you sit in your room, you reflect. So then therefore you get to hear everything clearly again.
I feel that. But dang, what was I was gonna comment on something. You said silence is louder than what? Louder.
Silence, being in silence can also be a form of being
Right.
loud.
So say that's real though. So say you the type of dude that always express yourself, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like me personally, I'm good with words, but when it comes to my personal feelings, I kind of choke up. Like every time, I ain't gonna lie, I cry in a heartbeat. But that's why I avoid that, right? So like when I talk about my feelings and I really care about something, I always choke up. Yeah. So like, majority of the time I'm silent. You know what I mean? So I feel that silence is more louder than whatever you said. I got what you said. You know what I mean? But that's something I'm trying to work on. You know, everybody still got flaws and everybody still have things they trying to work on. You know, shadow work. I don't know if y'all heard about shadow work. You know about shadow work? Shadow work is like basically your insecurities and whatever you're dealing with at that time, just really focus on yourself and try and heal those things. You know what I mean? So I've been doing shadow work for a little time because I used to have a lot of insecurities, man. Stuff that shouldn't even be insecure about. Yeah. You know what I mean? I used to just be in my head and just think everybody just thought. I used to think everybody thought I was the dang center of attention. You know what I mean? When people not even worried about people like that. You know what I mean? As much as you think, it's just sometimes people feel like the world revolves around them.
I feel like there's when people get in that mindset too, it's scary because it's like how people reference, oh, I'm the main character. It's like in a sense of sometimes people take that too literally, and then they kind of get in that self-conscious mindset of, dang, I gotta dress this way, I gotta do this thing
you gotta keep your image.
Exactly, keep up the image for people that don't even really matter at all.
Or care about
exactly, because the thing is, the only person that's gonna get you to where you want to be is you, and the only person that's gonna like, if you ask somebody else like the question of how do I look to you, that truly don't matter because the only thing that matters is how you look to yourself.
Right.
Because they can comment, then all that's gonna do is make you more self-conscious, then get in your head, start overthinking.
Yeah.
That don't matter.
Well, I feel as though
I feel like
I'm trying to think. Like you said, it only matters to yourself, but sometimes, like, let's be real. Like we take other people's opinions.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like say
Say
you got a girl. You care how she view you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying though. People in general.
And in a sense of kind of like taking things to kind of completely change your image is like taking that too far. Like, of course, you're gonna take criticism from people. Don't get me wrong. And like in a sense of if you actually doing something wrong, don't completely push that off. You take that in and just
I feel that.
I say adapt to whatever comes.
Yeah, I feel that shit.
But don't completely like change your morals or your characteristics because that's just a trend nowadays.
Yeah. How you feel about morals though? Like, how do you feel about because I'm big on morals, man, and I'm big on like morals is like bro code.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just certain things in certain ways you go about things that can be avoided and you can go about different things.
Yeah.
That's something that would turn me off with a friend though. You know what I mean? Like basically you break that bro code, it's like, dang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially if you know the way you're supposed to go about that. You know what I mean? So how you feel about that though?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like like how we were saying earlier, like if you can't talk to somebody straight up, like if you can't talk to your homie straight up about what at least you think, then I feel like what is there then? Like you can't even really call that your friend if you can't trust that
that's
he's
what I'm
going he's going to accept the criticism and like I was saying, like accept the criticism and then just learn from it.
Some people it's harder to talk to
Yeah.
than others, like,
Oh, yeah.
but they might not realize it.
Yeah.
Like some people, me personally, I feel like if you had a problem with me, I'm the type of person I'm not always so defensive off rip.
Yeah.
But I know people that is, that would be harder for me to come talk to because I know they're going to be on the defense like that. You know what I mean? So
I think it's certain levels to it. Like, it depends on how serious it is. Then it's like how we were saying, like, moving weird towards a person. Like, if it's to that extent, then you're going to have to kind of step aside that.
Like, say this, right? Say it was somebody that was hard to talk to, right?
Yeah.
Like, your friend, right? But say your friend was end up messing around with your girl. No matter how you think you would react, you would come talk to them about that because that's OD shit.
Yeah, that's immediate.
You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. It depends what the level is. So maybe if it's something a little in the middle, you're like, I can go without talking about that. I'm gonna just hold that in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if it's progressively getting worse and I really care about it, then it might become a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
and I feel like like morals is in like with the bro code and stuff. It's like just kind of just be straight up. You know, like if you kind of feel a way strongly about something, just kind of just try to put your input. Because sometimes, don't get me wrong, if they gonna do whatever they want regardless, because they their own person, that's understandable. But at least you kind of just said your piece because you don't. Because sometimes some people they don't want to just hold on to it.
Yeah,
they got it.
What's timestamp?
We got 26 minutes.
26. I bet. So we finna hit this last topic and then we gonna wrap it up. How you feel about you heard about obviously you know about soul ties, but it's another one. Fire. It's like I don't know the word, but how you feel about like soul ties and like connections?
I feel like
that person that you feel like you will be with forever because that's like somebody you got ties with.
I feel like it's kind of I don't even know. Like one thing my parents always told me is like. I guess like a big nigga sex, right?
Yeah. Like
you have sex with somebody, that's a connection you gonna have to them forever. In the sense of like it's not even like you could probably not talk to them, but it's still you made that next level connection that you not gonna
forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that. But it was a twin flame. That's what it's called. Like a twin flame, like no matter if it's a friend or like a relationship or a female or a dude. Like, a twin flame is somebody that, like, no matter what, they gonna be in your life. No matter what. You know what I mean? That's like one of your people. Yeah. One of your persons. Because, I feel like soul ties is real. You know what I mean? Like, with certain people in my life, I feel like they'll probably be there, forever.
No
matter what. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I feel like, I agree with that. I feel like there's certain people that, like even like I got a homeboy like I've known since literally 3rd grade. We were next door neighbors. I feel like he's one of them in a sense. Like I moved away for 2 years. I ain't even have my phone, so we had no way to communicate, right? But then I moved back and we were like that, we were locked in, and then now we both about to go to college together. So then like to
y'all going to the same college?
Well, not to the same college, but still like we out of high school, everything. So we literally saw each other go from elementary to middle school to high school.
Yeah, we all got that friend. I got a homeboy. I got a homeboy named Trey, man, and really we came up. I would hate is a strong word. Yeah. We came up disliking each other though for stupid reasons. It was some fourth grade elementary stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, we ended up getting close like 5th grade. Like we didn't like each other 4th grade. And then 5th grade we got mad close, and then that was just my brother ever since. Like, but I used to live back in Charlotte, so for y'all that live in North Carolina, y'all might know what that is. But I used to live in Charlotte, so when I moved somewhere else around North Carolina about 2 years ago, and like the connection never lost though. Like that's still my brother. I talk to him. I might not talk to him as much as we used to, but at least once or twice a week. You know what I mean? When we see each other, it's like we ain't miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's people like that that'll be in your life forever. I feel like. Yeah. You know what I mean? So. But that's back to what I was saying. I don't take those relationships for granted.
At all.
You know what I mean? And I would never let stuff like that end over stupid stuff.
Just try, I feel like the hardest thing too, like just living life is, I feel like, I wouldn't say it's necessarily hard, but at the same time it kind of is just kind of not losing that moral ground,
Yeah.
I feel like, at least I'll change my words. I say that's just the biggest thing, kind of like, don't necessarily don't change your morals, but let them grow.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the biggest thing that people should focus on.
Yeah, that's real.
Because it's the older you get and the more you experience, obviously it's not going to stay like this bottom level. It's going to expand due to the experiences that you've had. So just, But I feel like there's it's like that baseline, but then there's multiple branches to it. It's like a tree. You plant your roots and then just let it grow out and,
That's real. I ain't even gonna lie. Hey, Josh be spitting, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Sometimes.
What time? Give me time.
Yeah.
30. Say that. So you gonna wrap it up. Yeah. For sure, man. So if y'all enjoyed this podcast, this was a little something more subtle. You know what I mean? Just some more real talk. You feel me? Just talking about motivation and morals and friendships or whatever. So if y'all enjoyed this topic, let us know. We'll definitely tap back in on it. We definitely going to record some more podcasts. We're going to keep these things coming.
Oh, definitely.
I'm not going to lie, because people was really messing with it. You know what I mean? Like I said, we got some criticism. We got a lot of positive feedback, definitely more positive than negative. You know what I mean? But when people give us negative, we don't take it as...
Oh, yeah. Take it as a learning experience, bro.
Yeah,
That's all you can do.
Take it as advice, you know what I mean? But some people gonna hate regardless.
Yeah, regardless, anything you do, you can be...
It don't matter, bro.
It don't matter, like the whole thing with Kobe, bro. Some people probably out there still hate Kobe.
You feel me? And Kobe, R.I.P. to Kobe, man. I know everybody remember exactly where they was at when they found out Kobe passed away.
That was a crazy experience.
I was on GTA. You was on GTA?
I think I was on GTA.
Bro, I was on GTA.
I know I was on the game for sure.
Yeah.
I know I was on the game.
I was in the game, and bro, people was making jokes like it was funny. Bro, right after this dude literally hopped in a helicopter and crashed and said, "Fuck Kobe." I'm like, bro, come on, bro. That wasn't even funny, bro.
That was out of pocket.
That was out of pocket. I got off after that,
bro. Because I remember, I was just shocked because my mom called me. She called me downstairs. She was like, "Look at the news." I was like, "Dang!" Yeah. And then I instantly went on. I remember I instantly checked 2K, and then they put the message on the screen like "R.I.P. Kobe" and Gigi and stuff. It was crazy. Yeah,
I wasn't playing 2K at that time. 2K was trash. I forgot what 2K was at.
I think that was 20. What, they're on 23 now. So
that had to be
21. I think.
Yeah, 21. I hated 21. Bad. No, it wasn't 21 because I was still living in. It was 19.
Was it 19?
Mm-hmm. And 2K19 was good. I don't know why I wasn't on 2K19 at that time. We just dragged that Kobe situation. We just talked for probably 3 more minutes. Nah, but hey, man, if y'all enjoyed this podcast, man, we love y'all. We appreciate the support. Coming out with more bankers, you feel me? Got anything to say, boss?
I
said boss. I'm so used to saying boss at work. I just call Josh boss.
Nah, that's calm. Yeah, definitely keep tuning in. We gonna drop some more, like you said. So just like the video and let us know what you think.
Yeah, if y'all share this video out, you know what I'm saying? We right now, man, we not necessarily focused on the views. You know what I'm saying? We not. See, people look at situations as when they doing something, they want instant gratification. You feel me? And that's not how it is. Everything is a process. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all. We out this thing, man.